Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is JAY-JASMIN Astafa, and as you can see from the title, this video is about when I went ex-vegan. Now, I wanted to make this video because it's approaching my 12-year vegan anniversary, and November 1st is Vegan World Vegan Day, so I feel, and this is around the time that I became vegan 12 years ago. Now, I went through so many different phases of veganism. When I first started 12 years ago, and I'm going to link on my video how vegan changed my life. But when I first started, I was really radical vegan, animal rights protester, almost got arrested for a protest. And, one time I got the FBI called to my house for calling the CEO of KFC. I was that kind of vegan. And then I channeled all that energy to food, and that worked for so long. But then when I was about 2 years ago, when I was 24, things really all changed up. I began feeling trapped by the vegan label. Now keep in mind, I solely identified with the vegan label. Everything revolved around veganism as my identity, this vegan chef. And I was like kind of having what you would say like a quarter life crisis. I was feeling so boxed in by this vegan label. And I have never thought I would be posting that post 2 years ago, but something in me was like, you know what, you're being boxed up by this vegan label. Just strip it all away. And that's exactly what I did. I no longer wanted to be known as vegan at that time, if that makes sense, because I wanted to discover other parts in me, those shadow unseen parts. I was having my spiritual awakening, doing lots of shadow work, and this was all part of it, really discovering yourself without any label. So at that time, I was really high in my vibration, where you don't really need labels, like outside this matrix where you don't need labels. And when I post, I'm gonna read what I exactly posted in this video. So this is the post here I have. I'm not vegan. I posted this on July 3rd of 2017. Now, I know I made a video how going vegan changed my life, but I can tell you this post really ruined my life for a time. And also, it also made my life better in some parts because it made me stronger this whole experience. So I'm going to read what I wrote here. I said, I no longer choose to label myself as vegan. It's a box that I'm choosing to break free from and transcend. I still eat food from plants and promote a high vibrational plant-based way of eating and living. I don't eat animals because I feel their fear when I eat them. And if I decide to wear leather or take a bite of cheese, I will. I'm like, how many times have you heard someone say I can't go vegan because I can't give up cheese or ice cream? And what if we told them that yes, you can eat dairy, cheese, meat, or wear leather without judgment and still incorporate plant-based food in their diet? Think about how many animals and people's lives would be changed by focusing on infinite freedom instead of these boxes to be these perfect vegans. We should stop giving our power away to these useless labels and have them control our lives. Let's all eat plants, but on our own terms, free of judgment from others on how vegan we are. And then I signed it off as Plant Rebel. And keep in mind, before this, I was a vegan chef. I was known in the vegan community as a vegan chef in New York. And it literally came crumbling down. Like, my reputation, when I tell you, was ruined within like a couple of weeks. It is so true, because I lost 4,000 followers, like 4,000 to 5,000 followers. I lost in the matter of a couple weeks, instantly that same day when I posted this post. I lost so many followers, support from people that I had respected, people that I had known, and all because I was just really going deep into myself and deciding who I was without this vegan label. Now, I'm going to read, I got so much hate for this, but I also got support. But I'm going to read what people posted and wrote here. I'm going to read some of the comments. This one is like, that's whack ass shit, dude. It's bad enough that you let animals down, but why would you ever encourage others to follow your footsteps? It's very odd to me that a vegan sellouts always go public with this and bash veganism. You're the one detrimental to the movement, not us. And then they're like, I'm actually embarrassed for you. Now, I don't know why people called me a sellout. I did not sell out to anything. All I was doing is taking away the label and really finding out like who I was without this label. So this is another of one of my catering clients a comment. She's like, glad you're out of the club. Hope that none of that $20K we paid for our wedding catering went to your precious cheese and leather. Though I'm sure it did, considering you drive a BMW. And keep in mind that the BMW that I had at that time had synthetic leather seats. So like the judgment that people make is so ridiculous. And some people were like, oh, you mean vegetarian? Or the even more silly term, or vegetarian. So they're like, oh, vegetarian. But I don't want to call myself vegetarian because, I just was not vegetarian. For me, like, the vegan word has so much meaning and power to it. And, vegetarianism, I don't identify with vegetarianism that much. And then someone was like, supportive. They're like, I support you. Those who hate are those who don't even try. And then another person's like, you want to go back to consuming cow puss, eating secretions from grieving mothers that belong to their babies, yuck, that's misery you're still eating still. And then someone was like, unfollow. Box, I guess vegans could start saying I'm an omnivore, but I don't eat, wear, or use animal products. Maybe people would feel less judged. Now this is something I was so trying to explain to people, like how to be, fluid vegan. I also did a post about that on Instagram along to last year, and then I also got hate for that. And what I mean about that is, going vegan, but then also taking away the vegan label when your body tells you to, and then giving yourself that time away if you need to. If that's what it takes for you to be vegan, then just do that. So we gotta stop this whole all or nothing thing. This is like duality, when we're still living in this duality, in this matrix where it's all or nothing, good or evil, and we never look into like the gray area of life. So it's really important to it was like my spirit guides kind of did this for like this whole social experiment. Because what happened is I dug up, it's actually Scorpio. It's a Scorpio rainy day, and it's all about secrets, things getting revealed today. So that's why I'm so excited to be making this video today. So what happened 2 years ago, I dug all up that shadow, up that judgment. People were judging me. And as vegan, you're supposed to be compassionate to all. And that, we're animals too. So, the way people treated me was so awful, how they canceled me. All because I still supported plant-based eating. I still wanted this way of life, but I just did not want the label at that time, and they completely canceled me. And people doing that, they don't realize, like, words, being a keyboard warrior, all that energy comes to you. And it caused me to go to the hospital so many times because I literally lost it all. I went all the way from the top to the bottom within a month or two. The way people were, like, it was kind of like dying in a sense, but people don't remember you, if that makes sense. No one was remembering, like, these vegan magazines, these things that I was written up for being a vegan chef. No one was talking about things that I was doing at the restaurants, the vegan restaurants on Long Island. No one was talking about it. So it's like I never even existed. And that, to me, was so sad because I put in so much dedication and time to this. I started this whole vegan thing, cooking, when I was 16. And, I put so much of my soul and heart in this. And basically what happened, I just got burnt out by it all. And I just wanted to strip everything away and just discover who I was. It was really unfortunate that people called me a sellout. I did not sell out. So let's talk about this whole ex-vegan thing. Like, did I eat meat? Did I eat fish? Well, I absolutely do not believe that we should be eating any animal products like meat, pigs, cows, chickens. You know, I don't believe in this time we are now, in this age, we should not be eating, contributing to the archons, you know, the fear energy. We should not be contributing to that. You know, it's so interesting, like, when I kept thinking, like, why do people eat meat, you know, and it's all because of, like, the archons in this world, in this matrix. They all want us to have this fear energy, and that's why people are eating meat, because, like, you know, you gotta kill an animal, and that's how this matrix operates, under fear and death. And, you know, it's so funny because, what was I gonna say? This matrix operates under fear. And you know what's really interesting is, like, the vegans at that time 2 years ago, they were also putting that energy towards me too, of like fear and non-compassion. You know, they were non-compassionate to me. I also just want to read some other comments here. Let's see. Someone was like, "You're a loser. You could have just left the dairy part out. If you don't want to be called a vegan, then so be it. But to all of a sudden to be okay with the rape, torture, and death of cows or wear leather, why do you hate cows so much, loser?" And now, to people who are saying this, I do not hate cows. I actually believe cows are angels in cow bodies. You know, I have this whole scar here, you know, where I was put to... I was actually, this is a whole story. I was in a mosque, and this imam was being so mean towards me. It was like this exorcism. It was a whole other video, but I broke a window for a cow. That's how badass I am, you know. Oh yeah, so I'm gonna be reading some more comments. Someone was, "I will never understand ethical vegan. So you're giving up ethics and morals just so you won't be labeled. The F is wrong with you." Now, for me, I am an ethical vegan, like I was, but I was also going through, you know, finding out things about me, like my gender identity and like who I am outside of this vegan label. So, I care about animals, I love animals, and animals for me are just like us. I believe there's nothing different between animals and people. We're all the same. And, you know, I could say I messed up with the wording, with the whole I'm not vegan thing. You know, it's like so many, we live and we learn. We're all human in this experience. We're all playing this human game. And I believe people should forgive. But if people are still mad towards me, and, you know, it's their loss. Like, I put so much work into the vegan community in New York. You know, when I started this in 2007, like the whole vegan 2009 actually, it's been about 10 years since my family has had vegan restaurants. There was nothing on Long Island, and Long Island has 7 million plus people, and there was really no vegan Italian options. That's what I was known for. And, you know, I created vegan cashew milk mozzarella and all that. And, you know, finding the support is really difficult in the vegan community with like investors and stuff. That's why I haven't really released my cashew milk mozzarella in public, in like stores and stuff. You know, that's like really difficult. And, you know, losing support from actual people that you were relying and like creating things for. Now that was like really hard to grasp, because after this whole announcement, I literally just quit cooking for a while. And I just lost the passion, because like, who was I creating for? You know, people. I started this whole vegan chef journey to create a revolution. You know, I've always been about creating revolutions, changing things, and I believe in that we need to create a bridge. There's so many people out there who aren't vegan or even vegetarian, and I was just trying like my best to get the language across that it's okay to be like, how I would say, like semi-vegan for someone, you know, just so they eat less animal products and help the world. Now, my goal, my mission in life is to see a whole vegan world. That's what I've been wanting since I became vegan at 14. You know, I thought I can change the world, make it all vegan, and I put all that passion towards that. And then I remember, I'm gonna read this comment here. I'm on this earth to simply be my authentic, truthful self. I'm not here to be understood, nor do I care if I am. I still have a mission to promote plant-based eating and living, but I choose to skip the vegan label because it has turned into a fear-based religion. Now, I messed up on the wording a little bit on that, but veganism has become like the same things with like religion, like the good or bad. Like, we need to go above this duality of, you know, you're vegan or you're not vegan. Like, we need to create the bridge. Like, do y'all want to see the vegan world? We need to be accepting for people in every part of their journey. And I want to talk about, like, the eating of eggs and dairy. Now, that's like what I did. I did eat eggs, I did eat dairy, and I also bought a couple of leather shoes. Now, I did eat eggs and dairy just to get it. I had been vegan for about like 10 years at that time, and I was just curious how eggs and dairy taste. And I ate them, but I honestly did not like them. Like, how would I say, like, the taste buds and my consciousness were not aligning. You know, when you eat vegan food, it feels good, like everything is all good. But when I was eating like these dairy and egg products, I was feeling not aligned to my consciousness, not aligned to my soul. But it's really interesting how my spirit guides made me go through this just to go back to being vegan again. And, you know, I've seen so many ex-vegan videos on YouTube, but no one really talks about that after going ex-vegan, you can go back to veganism. What I think it's about, you need to balance yourself. It's all about balance. You know, if your body feels like your mind is telling you something about not eating animal products, like, just, I don't want to say to do it, but if it means you staying on a vegan path for most of your life and saving as many animals as possible, then I feel we should give these people the option to not be, you would call it like plant-based, but vegan is such a big word. It's everywhere now, and I feel the word has so much power and so much identity. Like, everyone knows it now. 10 years ago, no one knew the word vegan. It was so hard to explain to people. And yeah, so I just believe that we should be more accepting of people who are not fully there yet. But what is wrong? The universal truth, I feel like you really shouldn't be eating any animal products and like meat, chicken, anything that involves like killing. Like, we really need to stop. We're entering a new decade. And what I learned about labels, once I got to find out like who I was outside of this vegan label, I took the label and put it back on me. It's like putting a piece of clothing on you, putting it and accepting it for all of you, because it just felt right. It felt right with my consciousness that yes, I can be vegan and I can be all of me and just discover all of me. But 2 years ago, I wasn't in that place. I just needed to completely be free of all labels. You know, it's we all live in a multi-dimensional world, and I have a song coming out on November 1st. It's called Infinite Unicorn, and it's all about being your infinite, multi-dimensional self and being all of you, living in your truth. And, you know, this song is really, I had to deal with all these emotions with this song that I put. You know, where I am now, that I have not disappeared. You know, I still have plans to do cooking eventually, but I just felt like that I wasn't cooking for anyone because no one was supporting me on social media. And I know in like real life it's a little bit different, but like on social media I was not getting respected how I was like before when I did have the vegan label. And I hope this video, whoever is watching it who is not fully vegan there yet, just gets the encouragement that you are changing. Every little step counts. You know, this is one thing. I was there too, where you have this all or nothing mentality of veganism. I believe we are going towards an all-vegan world in the age of Aquarius 2020. It is really important to contribute to this movement. You know, we can talk all we want, you can type all we want, all these hate comments, but they're not gonna change unless you get up and be the change you want to see. Now, this was a main inspiration for me since I started. There was no vegan options when I was like 16 on Long Island, so I was like, I'm going to be the change that I wanted to see. And that's what you gotta do. You gotta create what you want. And we really should not hate people who aren't vegan, but don't eat meat. I just want to say that, like, don't eat meat products. We need to end that. It's all fear energy. And I want to give people some good vibes here, because, you know, I'm a plant rebel. It's all about high vibrational food, and I want to make sure whoever was watching this video gets some nice rose quartz energy. I'm all in pink here because I want to eliminate the fear, fight the negative energy with love. That's why I chose to wear pink. It's all about loving energy, ascending to a new realm, a new dimension that we are about to be entering in 2020. And I'm so excited for this next chapter. I had to make this video to move on, to bury that whole negative energy. I had to make this video. And now I'm excited now because I'm kind of on pause with the whole vegan cooking thing because I'm working on some music. I have a song called Infinite Unicorn, which is about being all of you, being your infinite, multi-dimensional self. You know, we're more than this body. You know, this whole thing is, we're living in a dream, and you can call it like a lucid dream. And I want to give y'all guys some amethyst energy too, because this is my amethyst energy. Just want to show people. I'm so excited to finally have made this video. Now, I want to share a song that I made. It's called Slaughter Line. I'm going to share it here with you all. I actually channeled this pig collective energy. I call it Pigarella at that time. I'm gonna read the song first. So, the song, it's a freestyle. I haven't made it yet. And I made this recently in the summertime. So it says here, I call this song Slaughterline, and I really put myself in the shoes of what a pig must feel when they're on this slaughter line. The song, the words are, when will they stop killing us? I don't want to walk this slaughter line. Is this the faith I have to accept? These human clones eating me and my race. Make it stop, make it stop. I just want to be free. Is this the reality? We have to continue suffering. It's just another Holocaust that these human clones can't see. When will they realize we have souls? When will they see who we are? I'm gonna play this song. I don't wanna walk this slaughter line. Is this the faith I have to accept? These human clones eating me and my race. Make it stop, make it stop. I just want to be free. Is this the reality? We have to continue suffering. Just So that is a song I made, just embodying that pig energy, what they must go through when they're on a slaughter line. And I hope to make this song, I plan to make this song eventually. If I have support from vegans, I want to channel my energy towards food, towards music. I love both of these things. But I just want to say I'm truly sorry for how I worded things. You know, it probably was too much to say I'm not vegan like that, because I was actually vegan. But I just wanted to experiment with like some dairy or egg products, and I took it too far. But we all live and we all make mistakes, and it's all about reinventing, being all of you, and just fighting that negative energy with love energy. Now, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please follow me on my Instagram. My Instagram is JAY-JASMIN. And thank you so much. Bye, everyone.